Hello, hello. Um, when I was in fifth grade, my teacher told me a story about how when he was singing in church one day, he saw an angel on the ceiling of this church. Um, and that they were there doing doing the music, and it ended up being that he looked up and was able to see like the angel, kind of the classic rendition, wings, halo kind of thing, maybe a harp, something like that, right? But, I don't remember exactly how he described it, but he basically, the picture he painted for me was that of one that you'd seen probably in films and stuff like that. And so, ends up being, he talked about how he's sitting there and he had his eyes closed, and then he opens them up, sees this angel kind of sitting on top of a speaker towards the top of the church. Very tall, vaulted ceilings, kind of a fancy, maybe think of like a Catholic church kind of thing, right? Anyway, he's talking about how he saw that and how he watched it as it took off from the speaker and kind of glided above everybody, and then seemed to be enjoying the music, and then passed through the ceiling back to outside, and he remembers really wanting to go follow it outside so you could see where it went, see what it was, what was happening basically. And he didn't, and he regrets it, but he doesn't think he'd be able to see it anyway. But he ever since then, he talked about how he'd spent the past maybe 35 years of his life looking for angels, when he goes to church, so he could maybe recreate that, or see that again, or whatever, to get another glimpse of that. It's interesting because he, him sharing that with me, had an effect where I find myself doing the same thing now. I'd taken a long break from church, and now find myself going to church again as I've gotten older. And it's interesting how that works, where that one story, I mean, who knows how often he shared it or not, right? But he shared it with me and a couple other people that day. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe he told us to the whole class. I don't remember. I just remember it really made an impact on me, and I thought it was very interesting. So yeah, that's a story about how my fifth grade teacher saw an angel on the roof, on the ceiling of his church, right? And I'm just gonna, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just playing Minecraft right now. But I've had this story, I wanted to share this story because I've had it kind of rumbling inside of me for a long time, and I thought it was just really, I think it's interesting, and it's a great little image that's always stuck with me. Whether it was true or not, whether, what he saw, if he was, sleep deprived or something like that, who knows? Maybe there really was an angel, maybe there wasn't. But I've always found it, incredibly interesting, just the fact that he shared that story, and I find myself, despite, maybe having doubts and stuff at times, right, to really just be thinking, I wonder, if I'd ever get to see something like that, you know what I mean, or kind of what that was, or why he was shown it, or whatever. And I'm sure he's had similar questions like that. And he talked about how it's not like it's been some lifelong quest of his where he just can't stop searching for it, and he goes to every church in the country, or the world, trying to find this angel or something like that. You know what I mean? But just more of something that he, obviously had an impact on him and has made a subtle change into his life over these years. And I thought it was really interesting. So just kind of sharing that story, putting it out there into the ether to see if anyone else has any other sort of similar stories or stuff like that, little tidbits of maybe someone sharing a story with you and it impacting you in kind of, I don't want to say mundane, maybe mundane way, right? It's not like this is life-changing information, but definitely interesting. I mean, at least hopefully. Yeah, that's it. I just started this world in terms of actually what I'm doing. Just started this world. I called it the attempt because I've never actually just sat down and tried to defeat the Ender Dragon, like try to get to the actual end of the game or anything like that. I've always just kind of moseyed around. So I was thinking about maybe having this be my first real attempt to try to do that. I like the seed. I just kind of loaded it up, and I mean, it's kind of crazy. I don't know if I've seen like this before, where you can just see like a bunch of different biomes kind of in one go. Typically, it looks more samey or something. So it's pretty cool. You can see jungle over there and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to kind of explore it. I know there's been a thing going on. I've watched at least 2 videos of people starting like Forever Worlds. You know, I'm not gonna pretend I'm that dedicated or something like that, right? But I like this. Whoa, and look, there's a like a outpost over there. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, this is a cool seed. I'm really glad it turned out. Basically, I've been trying to listen more to my gut lately. You know, let it guide me. And I was just sitting here feeling unproductive, really. Finished work and was thinking about playing some Minecraft. Sat down, thought, you know what? Why don't we do something a little different? Why don't we try to actually see if we can assign a goal and get it done. And then my next thought after that was like, you know what? I've always wanted to. Well, I actually made Minecraft videos a long time ago, but they were. I mean, that was like we're talking like a decade ago. I made some Minecraft videos. It was fun. You know, I never got big or nothing like that. Got a handful. You know, maybe 1,000 subscribers. I don't think I had 1,000 because I feel like I would have remembered that. But a couple hundred there. Subscribers, just making some Minecraft stuff, and then ended up not pursuing that. Obviously, I mean, I was a kid back then, right? Just kind of doing it for fun. I don't even know what this is. What is this? Maybe I need a shovel. I don't even know what this is. This black stuff. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Let's see if a shovel will help me. Mud. It's just literally mud. Black mud. That's what this whole thing is. Like this mud. It's like a mudslide just came through this whole thing. I didn't know what it was. Wow. Cool. I haven't really played a whole lot of Minecraft lately. I just kind of been moseying around, like I said. So there's so much stuff that I haven't found or discovered before. So I'm just kind of what? Oh hey, frog. I don't know if I've ever seen a white frog. Learning a whole lot of new stuff already. Hey, frog. The iron frog. Thank you. Anyway, I don't even know what I was talking about. But I figured I'd start recording this. If I feel like, I'll listen to my gut. Try to listen to my gut more. Trying to see where it leads. So right now it's, said, hey, why don't we make a video? I'm not really even going to edit this. I'm just going to throw it up. Maybe remove some of my ums and buts. You know what I mean? But beyond that, I think I'll just keep it as is and see what happens. I'm not really expecting anything, but I enjoy playing Minecraft. I enjoy recording and talking and sharing these things. And it'll become something, maybe not. I'll try to keep it more succinct in the future. But yeah. Basically, we have this new world. I'm going to explore it. I don't think I'll record everything the whole time, but I have a couple of different, stories and stuff like that I've had this kind of inkling of sharing over the years. Maybe this is a good outlet, just minding some goal and talking. So it seems healthy, you know what I mean? And anything not to go to therapy, so. But yeah, no, anyways, I'm gonna mine this, and I'll probably start looking to build a house, because it's gonna be night. I'm just playing on a normal